Okay, welcome everybody. I'm glad everybody's here. I am doing this week because last week we had a question about doing landing pages, and if somebody signs up at a landing page, could I have some kind of pop-up that asks more questions or delved farther in and started a conversation? And on a regular landing page, the answer to that is no. You can just, collect their information and be on your merry way. But what you can do is you can redirect them to a messenger bot, and that's what we're going to do today. So if you're watching this later on YouTube and you like what you heard today and you want to come attend live and ask questions, please scan the QR code and then you can register to attend live. And we do these on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 11:30 Pacific, 2:30 Eastern. Okay. I am going to stop my share and just again welcome everybody today. So I think that this will be a really great meeting for people who want to kind of dip their toe into using messenger bots. And today we're going to use a program called ManyChat, which you can do and you can do for free, or you can do a paid version. There's some differences, and I'll kind of show you guys how to do that. And we're going to do them in conjunction with a landing page. However, there are other things you can use them with, and one of those is to do it with a Facebook ad. And I did an entire presentation on that, or success meetup on that, a while back, and I'm just going to put that in the chat for you guys. That's the Q&A. Where's the chat? If you want to have a look at that at a different time. The other recording I wanted to do for you guys is this, and this does not use ManyChat, but because today we're going to talk about your Facebook Messenger on your business page. And if you want to, you can actually set up your Facebook Messenger on your business page so that when someone goes to chat with you, it has like questions and you can give kind of canned answers back. They just pick the question like, I'm looking at selling my house. And then it would respond, oh, that's great. Here's a link to get your home value. And they would go to your sell page on your KV Core site. And then you could ask it an additional question just to kind of get the conversation going. But that's kind of where it ends. It's like, here's the question. They pick the pre-done question. Here's the pre-done answer. And that's the end of it. Whereas what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about kind of a flow. So if they ask a question, you can have an answer. And if they answer a certain way, you can come up with a different question and you can kind of snowball it out as far as you like. Now, I will say that the longer you make your bots, the less likely it is someone's going to get to the end of it. Most people will answer a couple of questions and then they're going to kind of be like, well, I'm bored now. So you definitely want to get the biggest bang for your buck, the questions you really want to answer at the beginning of your flow. And we'll go through that too. So I'm going to copy this other video into the chat as well. And if you're watching later on YouTube, I'll put both of these in the description. But this talks about just using your Facebook Messenger and having some links in there already pre-done that direct back to KV Core for lead capture. So those are two great kind of companion videos that I would recommend to you guys. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again and let me get myself situated here. We're going to go here. So here is ManyChat. So ManyChat.com is where you'd want to go to be able to have all this work. And you can get a free account. You can get a paid account. There's different, like I said, different levels and different things that you can do when you do that. So I'm going to go, and then you have your Facebook, and it's really, you have to have, for this to work, you have to have a Facebook business page. This will not work off of your personal Facebook Messenger. You have to have a Facebook business page messenger set up here for that. So ManyChat, when you go there for the first time, I've been here a bunch and I am actually have a bunch of different pages because I've done Facebook ads with ManyChat for a bunch of different people. So I'm going to kind of walk you through how to hook up your ManyChat if you hadn't done that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way down to here and create a new account. So for you, you'll probably just see create new account because, you know, you won't you won't have been here before. So you sign up with ManyChat with your, I had signed in, you're going to sign in with your Facebook. And then what you're going to do is you're going to connect the page. So each account is tied to the page, not tied to you as a Facebook individual. That makes sense. So we're going to say Facebook Messenger. And then it's going to ask you to connect to a Facebook page. And I'm an admin on a ton of pages because of stuff I've done before, but you will probably be only an admin on one or two couple of pages that you work with. And so what I would do is you just want to hit this connect button for the Facebook business page that you want to connect, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and connect my Facebook business page. And this is just um, a demo page that I made. So I just connected it. And I only see your screensaver. Mother scratcher. Okay. Let's try this again. Screen number 1. How about that? Does everybody see ManyChat now? Um, oh, good. Whew. All right, let's try it again. So I'm going to go backwards. I had connected my account. I wonder if it'll let me do it again. So you're going to go to ManyChat and you.com and you're going to want to connect. Let's go back one more. A Facebook Messenger. So you're going to say, I want, so there's ManyChat.com. We're going to add a new account, Facebook Messenger. Now I just connected my page, Dreamy Real Estate, but if you didn't, you can hit the connect button and it will connect the page for you, if that makes sense. So we're connected now. Now that we are connected, I'm going to go back to ManyChat.com and it's going to ask you some questions. Now, it would have asked you these questions after you connected it, but I kind of went backwards. So it's going to ask you those questions. So you just want to give it, some answers. So this is real estate. Why isn't it letting me? No, real estate. I don't know why it's not letting me do that, but I'm just going to X out of here. You can tell it things like, oh, I'm with real estate and it'll ask you some questions just about your business. It will help them give you like different tips and things like that, but you don't have to do it. Okay, so once you're in ManyChat, there's a couple of different things you're going to want to set up. First thing you're going to want to do is go to your settings. So you can actually connect to Instagram, you can connect to WhatsApp, you can connect to a lot of different things. I'm going to stick with Facebook Messenger today, but just know that you can do it with other messenger situations. So I'm going to go to my Facebook Messenger. And the basic thing that you want to set up is you want to set up your greeting text, because if I go to Dreamy Real Estate and I click message, well, actually, so I've already been there. I'll log into my son's Facebook account, and because he's never been there, and then it will make more sense. Let's try this. Just a sec. wonder what his password is. I could guess it. Okay, I did guess it. Okay. So this is my kid's Facebook account. So I'm gonna go to bring this over. We're gonna say, oh, that's not good. We're gonna look for Dreamy Real Estate. Dreamy Real Estate. See if I can find it. There it is. And so if he clicks on message, never been there before, it's gonna say this. This is a card that's gonna come up. And if you click get started, then you can start talking to them. You're connected. The reason there's a get started there is because Facebook wants you to know that you're opting in. Basically, it's like a privacy opt-in, anti-spam, blah, blah, blah. So if you're going to start chatting, the first thing you're going to get is a get started. This is not changeable. But what is changeable is right here underneath this. So that's where that is in your settings right here. So you're going to say, hi, and you can use this and fill in like their first name. Yeah, welcome to Dreamy Real Estate, please. Now you want to tell them because people aren't always that smart. To click that get started button because anything we do, any pop-up that we do, that we're going to do from a landing page or whatnot, they've got to go through this gate first and they have to click get started before they can pop up anything else. So you want to say, please, you can say tap, get started. So you can say, so I can help you, or so I can point you in the right direction or whatever it is, because when you do a landing page, you're going to be offering them something and we're going to give them that something in the bot instead of after they log in with or after they sign up. So we want them to know whatever I'm giving you, you've got to click get started first. Okay. And so maybe do a little arrow pointing down, like, hey, it's down there, click get started and save it. And so now this is how it will look. It will say, hi, Heather, welcome. Tap get started, yay. So I can point you in the right direction. It's really important that you set this up at the beginning so that people aren't just like, what? Like you sent me here and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You're supposed to click get started. Let's do that. Okay. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to create what's called a growth tool. And so if you think about it, I'm going to click new growth tool. And this is, what we want in this is a messenger reference URL. So it's a URL that we can send people to. So when they click on the URL, it's going to pop open their messenger. They have to click get started, and then it's going to give them whatever it is we're promising them. So we're going to click right here. Now I'm going to go to KB Core real fast. And I'm going to kind of do this simultaneously. I think this is the best way of kind of showing you if you're going to make a landing page, what this means. And then we're going to make the bot to kind of bring it all together. So if you are in your lead engine and you're building a landing page and let's see here, actually. Here it is. Okay. So you can do a couple of different things and I'll show you how to do both ways. I'm going to go light theme on this guy. The first thing you can do is you can send it directly to a Facebook chat. If you do this, you can say, let's say that we're going to offer a relocation guide. So maybe we're going to change the background to, I don't know, something modern. We're going to say, free Portland relocation guide, right? And we're going to tell them what's happening here because we don't want to confuse them. Chat with me to get your instant download, right? So we're telling them that like in order for them to get this, they've got to chat with us. You've got to chat with us down here. Chat with me. So obviously, whatever it is you're doing, you're going to put in the reasons why they're going to want this relocation guide. You know, best school districts, you know, complete guide to the hottest schools. You know, best neighborhoods established and up and coming neighborhoods to check out. And then, you know, you could put something about careers here or things about, you know, whatever it is in your relocation guide that they're going to want to know about. Maybe it's moving resources or it's things about Portland, like the nightlife or the social scene or whatever. Or you can just double click these guys and they will go away. All right. So once you've made this, now the submit button text would be chat me for the guide. And right here is usually where you put your username of your Facebook. But instead, we're going to cheat it a little and we're going to put the reference URL that we're going to make for this flow. So I kind of just wanted to show you where that's going to go so that it made sense when we made the flow, what was going to happen. Okay. So let's go back to ManyChat and make this flow. So we're going to make a flow. So again, we're going to go to growth tools and we're going to make a growth tool. So this is a brand new growth tool. And this is the custom reference parameter is like, if you don't put this in, it'll give you like a random, like in the URL, a bunch of numbers and letters. But this way, what it will do is it will give you an actual like code kind of so you can remember what each thing is. So I'm just going to call it reload. And then what we're going to do is, and then you're going to save it. And so this is the URL, right? So let's talk about this. So we're going to go and we're going to build this sucker out. So the opt-in message is going to be welcome first name. You could leave that in. You know, you could say download my free Portland relocation guide here. You can put a little down arrow or down thing. And the button will be, hey, I'm going to open the website. And the website is going to be the URL from your Google Docs for your relocation guide for Portland so that they can have it. So we're going to get a share link. So anyone the link can view, make sure they can't edit or comment. And you can copy the link. Now, a little trick I just learned is if you don't want them to have access to the actual file. So here's what they get if they have it. They will get this, like a view link. But if you take the link and you change the end of this to copy, you don't have to do this, but it's kind of nice. It'll say, hey, what did I do? I do it wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. Instead of sharing, don't take that whole thing out. Equals copy. My bad. So if you take that, it'll ask them, hey, well, it should ask them if they want to make a copy of it. We didn't do that either. That's weird. But it should ask them to make a copy of it instead of just viewing it. But either way, you just want to make sure that they have a view of it. Maybe it only works with documents and not PDFs. That might be true. Anyway, so viewing it, that's fine. And then they can download it right onto their, download it right there from their own phone or computer or whatever it is. So that's the link you're going to send them to. So going back to ManyChat, we'll put that link there, right? So now this button, you want, what does the button say? You want to say relocation guide. And then what you can do is you can do a couple of things. You can do a next step, or you can do a delay. So I'm delaying this 3 seconds, and then I'm going to say something else as if you're talking to them, like as if, oh, 3 seconds went by, and then I'm sending something else out. You can just say, hey, what's your timeline for moving to Portland? Right? And you could leave it right there. You could leave it there and see if they'll start talking to you. See if they'll be like, hey, we're moving in a year, or hey, we're just thinking about it, or hey, whatever. They might start talking to you and you could leave it here. Your other option is to say something like, would you like to browse some of my favorite Portland neighborhoods, right? And then you could actually put like, there's some Portland neighbors. Sellwood is a neighborhood, a big neighborhood here in Portland. John's Landing. Or you could put like Lake Oswego, which is not a Portland neighborhood, but is a suburb of Portland. It's very popular. So you could do that. And again, you could have this open a website when they click on it. So that website could be lead engine, build your squeeze page, multi-property. Now I picked Portland because I live here, but I'm not hooked up to the Portland MLS. So obviously you would, you'd click, you'd say Sellwood as the neighborhood and you'd make yourself a squeeze page for this. So I'm just going to use Newport Beach because that's what I'm connected to. Let's pretend it says Sellwood and then generate that link. And then I take that link and where did I go with my messenger and put it here, right? And so you could just, do landing page or excuse me, squeeze pages for things that they could do. And then you could maybe say, delay it out and be like, hey, what's your timeline for moving? Another option for you, instead of doing this, I mean, there's all sorts of things you can ask, obviously. You could say something like, just delete these. You could say something like, and this is where the flow comes in. Are you moving to Portland soon? Or are you just exploring the possibility, right? and you want to spell things right, which I can do, but typing is an issue for me. And so that button could be yes, moving soon, and thinking about moving. Oh, it's too long. Thinking about moving. Thinking about it, right? And then if you do that, move these around, then you can actually decide depending on what they say. So if they say yes, moving soon, you could say something like, okay, um, are you looking for you know, you could say, you could say, oh, great. I can send some listings your way. What is on your dream home checklist? Right? Or you could say, what's your budget? Or you could ask any number of questions, right? And if you do that, then they could just freely answer you. Or if they just say thinking about it, you could say something like, gotcha, what's keeping you from the move? Or whatever. I mean, like I said, you can make it be so that whatever you ask, whatever they say, you can give an answer to, basically. But you've got to, in order to make this happen, you have to make it so they have to choose one of your options, obviously. If they just type in, are you looking, and they respond to you without picking anything, you're going to have to jump in and talk to them, right? The bot can't understand that, basically. Um, so you could do that. Or you could keep giving them questions. So you could ask them what's on their checklist, or you could say, you could start like as if they were filling out a form. Oh, great. I can send you some listings your way. What kind of property are you looking for? And it could be um, single family home, condo, whatever. And then you could say, okay, and you could ask your next question. Um, how many bedrooms? 2, 3, 4. You can only do 3 things. You might actually not do 2 because who looks for a 2-bedroom? I don't know. Maybe you do 3, maybe do 2 to 3, um, 4 to 5. I don't know, something like that, or 6 plus, whatever it is makes sense for your area, right? And here it doesn't matter. You can send them both to the next step, right? So they make a selection. Next step, you're going to ask them that. Then same thing. You want to ask them another question, messenger. What's your budget? And, again, your area. What is it there? Is it like mostly, here, Portland, you're not getting anything under 500K to 700K. 700K to 900K. It might be drastically different in your area or whatever. So you're just going to say, okay, all of these are going to go to the same place after they tell me that. The other thing you could do is you could make different ones of these based on, so if they said 6 plus, you might be like, well, they'll not get that for 200 grand. I'm not even give that option. Like you can spread it out or do whatever you want and have it keep going. And then your last one could be something like, have you been pre-approved, or would you like me to get you in touch with trusted lender? I'm pre-approved. I need a lender. And then here you could say message. Okay, awesome. I'll send some properties your way. In the meantime, pick a time on my calendar and we can have a quick buyer's consultation to get the ball rolling for your move, right? And this will be schedule consult, and you're gonna say this is gonna open like your Calendly website. You're not my account. So this is my account, and obviously I have the free version, so I just have this one kind of meeting there. I would copy my link. You might have different kinds of meetings and you'll want that link. And you want to put it here. And there you go. So, and this one would be Messenger. You know, here's a list of great lenders, or here's a link to my lender's pre-approval website to get you started. I'll let them know to reach out as well. And then, you know, Joe lender, www.joelender, right? Now, the one thing you didn't see me ask for in here that I probably should have, but I didn't, was any contact information. And that really depends on the type of landing page that you do. So this landing page that we made sent them straight to chat. I'm going to show you how to do the same thing with a landing page that has them put in their information first, which you might want to do. If you did it this way and you sent them straight to chat, probably somewhere along this line here, you're going to want to ask for their contact information. The problem with asking for the contact information is that once you ask an open-ended question, you can't kind of do a padded answer back. You could just say, you know, what's your email or what's the best way to contact you? Oh, great. Like we could put it right here, actually. We could say, what's the best way to contact you? Question mark. And then take that to, yeah, this next step. So you could put in a step between, you could do that. It'll just, you know, they'll answer it and it'll just go on to the next step. So you could do that too. However, if you did the other kind of landing page, which we'll get to in a second, you wouldn't need to do that. So I'm just going to pause here because I feel like I kind of, you know, gave you guys a lot of information there. Does anyone have any questions so far about what I've done? Oh, we have a question. Okay, question. Can QR codes be used for text code writers? Okay, that's off topic, but I can answer it. Can QR codes be used for text code writers? The answer is yes. I will give you these two videos. This one and she'll put it in chat too. And this one shows you how to, now the difference with the QR codes though is that you can do that, but you're going to have to pay for like a QR company that will let you change where that QR code goes in the future, if that makes sense. Because unless you want to keep getting new signs with new QR codes, if you want a QR code to go to a specific listing on your sign writer, well, actually, what you could do is this. You could do this one. I'll show this one too. Basically, this one shows you how to make a QR code that pulls up their, if they scan it, it'll pull up their messenger in their phone and preload a specific code. So you could do that and then just change the code every time of where it's going inside of KV Core. So you could do that. So those are all good ideas for that. Does anyone have any questions on the ManyChat part that we just did? Okay. So now we're going to update and we're going to go back to automation. Nope, sorry, growth tools. And there's that we've built the whole thing out now. So right here is the link you want to send it to. Now, if you're doing a landing page that is chat with me, all you have to do is put your Facebook username in here. We are going to assume this part of the link. So all you need to put in to make this work is this part of the link. I want my copy and paste work. Copy. Paste. There we go. So all you need is the end part after this, after the m.me/, and then it will work. And so if I save this, and then I click chat with me for the guide, it's going to pop open. Oh, welcome. Well, I thought I signed into my son's, but basically it's going to ask you to just get started. And then it's going to start doing this. So download my relocation guide. Are you moving? So if I click here, it's going to bring me here where I can download it. If I click here, yes, I'm moving soon. And it's going to say, what's the best way to reach you? Oh, great, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking for a single family home. I want 4 to 5 bedrooms, 700, 900K. I'm pre-approved. Schedule the consult. So you can see how the flow works on the other side of Facebook. Now, if you want to make sure that you're going to get their contact information before they get to your guide and before they get to your bot, you can instead make a landing page that instead of doing Facebook chat, just do straight up lead gen. And we're going to, the submit button text is going to be chat me for the guide. Okay. And again, you know, you're going to change it. Portland relocation guide. And again, make sure chat with me on Facebook to get my free guide instantly. Okay. And then you change these out to be, you know, schools and all that jazz. Then your URL after login is going to be the whole enchilada of this guy right here. And the same thing is going to happen. You're going to go to, it's going to pop open Facebook Messenger. It's going to ask you to get started. And it's going to start the whole flow again. If you want to do that, where did my landing page go? Goes up here, URL after login. And hashtag could be relocation or whatever. So you know kind of what they're looking for. The lead type would be a buyer, all that good stuff when you're making your page. But that's how you would send them after they sign up here. Now, one thing I want to show you on ManyChat is if you go to contacts, I did it with myself. I thought I had logged into my son's. That's really weird. Facebook. Oh, there's his. Let's see if I can do this again. Close this down. Guide. No, it's still me. I think I need to sign out, log out. There we go. Continue. There's my kids. Okay, let's try this again. So this would be as if you went there the first time. So see what it says. Hi, Jackson. Tap get started so I can put you in the right direction. Get started. And then what should happen is starts with the relocation guide. Now, once that happens, once they've done that, the cool thing is that in ManyChat, oh, there I am too. Okay. Both myself, because I've interacted with it, and my son has interacted with it, right? They're now subscribed. So if you want to now, you can go talk to them whenever you want to, right? So you can go in and you can start a chat with Jackson and be like, isn't he handsome? That's about a old picture, but you can start a chat with him and just be like, hey, a week ago you signed up, you know, for a relocation guide. I'm just checking back in with you to see, you know, maybe they didn't respond, maybe they didn't answer any of your questions. You're now connected to them on Facebook Messenger going forward. The other cool thing about that, and I'm not going to go into it today, is under broadcasting, like you might build up a whole list of people and you can actually like send, you have to pay for it. It's like a Facebook ad, but it's pennies, really. It's not that expensive. You can send like a broadcast, like here's my latest listing, and you can send it right to their Facebook Messenger. There's lots of fun things you can do with the broadcasting once you start collecting a bunch of contacts in your system. Okay, I think that's it. Does anybody have any questions about any of that and how to hook it up to the landing pages? No? Okay. Does anybody have any questions about anything at all? Anything KB correlated whatsoever? Anybody? Now's your chance. Anything you wanted to know? I want to know how to do this. I want to know how to do that. I want to learn what this is. What the heck is that in my dashboard? What the heck is that in my list of things I can do? Anything? Stephanie wants to know, do you set up pages for people? Yes. If you go to Marketplace and go to Done for You Services, and there's stuff you can order a la carte from us, but if you schedule a success services consultation, that will be with me. And you can tell me anything you want. You want us to make a custom page for you? You want us to make some landing pages for you? You want me to make a whole ManyChat, thing that I just did for you? I can do anything you want in that way that's correlated. We'll go over the whole plan in your consultation. I'll send you a proposal for what it would cost, and then you can decide if you want to do it or not do it. No pressure. So yeah, if you're looking to do some stuff, make some pages, I would highly recommend this. Because this kind of gives you some easy hacks to make your pages look nicer, your custom pages. But again, yeah, I am happy to do that if you want to come see me and Done for You Services for really anything behavior correlated that you need done. Any other questions? Thoughts, muses, whatever? Okay. Well, as always, it was fun, you guys. I hope I gave you a little something new to think about and play with and try. And oh, the other thing I wanted to say with the ManyChat was that if you have a free account, I think you can only have like up to like 2 or 3 of these reference URLs. And also you can only have one user. So like if you have an admin that you want, because you have to sign in with your Facebook, like you would have to get the paid version, have like more than one user on the account. There's different things you would need to do if you want. And also your contacts. You can only have 1,000 contacts in here with the free version. And then, if you pay the paid version, I think it's unlimited, I think, or something much bigger than that. All right, guys. Well, as always, it was quite a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you guys all here next week. And actually tomorrow I won't be here, but the trainers will be. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, the trainers will be here, and I'm always here, usually on Wednesdays. Usually, sometimes it changes. And oh, Stephanie wants to know, I'm in Done for You Services. Sorry, where from here? Let me share my screen again. And I'll take you back over here to, that's not it. The core. So Done for You Services, you're just going to scroll all the way to the very bottom and schedule a Done for You Services consult. And it's a 45-minute consult with me. We can talk about everything you want to talk about, really map out what you're trying to accomplish with your project, and then go from there. You're welcome, Stephanie. Hope to see you on my schedule. That'd be great. Okay, everybody. I'll let everybody go. And like I said, have a great rest of your week and have a really good weekend. We'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Bye.